Welcome to Bhutan, a country where happiness is measured not by GDP, but by gross national happiness. Did you know that over 93% of Bhutanese report being happy? But there's more to this nation than just smiles. It's a place where ancient traditions and modern freedoms create a unique cultural landscape, a different kind of freedom. As we explore Bhutan's unique approach to happiness, we encounter a marriage system that might shock Western sensibilities. In some parts of this Himalayan kingdom, women aren't limited to just one husband. They can have several. How does this unconventional arrangement contribute to Bhutan's renowned happiness? Bhutan's matriarchal marriage system stands in stark contrast to the norms many of us are familiar with. In certain regions of the country, particularly in rural areas, women can have multiple husbands, often including their primary husband's brothers. This practice, known as polyandry, is a significant departure from Western marital traditions and reflects the unique cultural values of Bhutanese society. One of the most striking aspects of this system is how it redefines the concept of adultery. In Bhutan, the idea of infidelity as we understand it in many other cultures simply doesn't apply. Couples often live together without formal marriage ceremonies, and the flexibility in relationship structures means that traditional notions of exclusivity are less relevant. The matriarchal nature of Bhutanese society extends beyond marriage practices. When a man marries, he typically moves into his wife's household, reversing the more common patriarchal custom where the wife joins her husband's family. This practice reinforces the central role of women in Bhutanese family life and social structures. Inheritance patterns in Bhutan also reflect this matriarchal system. Daughters, especially the eldest, often receive the family's wealth and assets, including property and livestock. This economic empowerment of women contributes to their overall autonomy and status within society. The legal system in Bhutan strongly supports women's rights and protection. If a husband were to act in an abusive manner, his wife has the legal right to take action that could result in his imprisonment. This robust legal framework ensures that women have recourse in challenging situations and reinforces their position of power within relationships. Even the process of divorce in Bhutan reflects this emphasis on simplicity and female autonomy. Ending a marriage requires only a straightforward written agreement, signed by both parties, and a witness, including arrangements for child custody and financial support. This uncomplicated approach to divorce allows women to exit unhappy marriages without excessive legal barriers. It's important to note that while these traditional practices are still present, particularly in rural areas, Bhutan is experiencing a gradual shift towards monogamy in recent years. This change showcases the country's blend of traditional values and modern influences, as urban areas increasingly adopt more Western-style relationship norms. Despite these changes, many local women express a sense of freedom and autonomy within the matriarchal marriage system. They often describe feeling empowered to define their relationships on their own terms, free from many of the societal pressures and expectations that women in other cultures might face. But how does this unique approach to marriage and relationships contribute to Bhutan's famous focus on happiness? Many argue that by empowering women and allowing for flexible family structures, Bhutan creates an environment where individuals can pursue relationships that truly suit their needs and desires. This freedom, combined with strong legal protections and economic opportunities for women, may contribute to overall life satisfaction and well-being, fertility, protection, and daily life. Bhutan's focus on well-being takes some unexpected forms. Imagine walking down a street where intricate phallus symbols are proudly displayed on buildings. What cultural beliefs have led to this striking and often misunderstood practice? Welcome to the world of phallus worship in Bhutan, a tradition that dates back to the 15th century. This unique aspect of Bhutanese culture stems from the teachings of Drukpa Kunle, a revered Buddhist monk known as the Divine Madman. Kunle's unconventional approach to spirituality often incorporated sexual themes and irreverent humor to challenge rigid religious norms. In Bhutan, the phallus is far more than a crude symbol. It represents fertility, protection, and good fortune. These intricately decorated symbols can be found painted on homes, carved into sculptures, and integrated into religious ceremonies. They're not just simple drawings. Many depict complex scenes that include mythical beings, highlighting their deep cultural significance. As you explore Bhutanese villages, you'll notice phallus symbols adorning walls, hanging from rooftops, and even incorporated into everyday objects. This widespread acceptance might come as a surprise, especially given Bhutan's reputation for modesty and spirituality. However, for the Bhutanese, these symbols serve as a powerful reminder of their cultural heritage and beliefs. One of the most significant sites related to phallus worship is the Chimi Likhang Temple, often referred to as the Fertility Temple. Each year, thousands of visitors flock to this sacred place, seeking blessings for fertility and to learn about the cultural importance of phallus worship. The temple stands as a testament to the enduring nature of this tradition in Bhutanese society. The integration of phallus symbols into daily life in Bhutan offers a unique lens through which to view their society. It showcases a remarkable blend of reverence for fertility and a playful attitude towards sexuality. This openness stands in stark contrast to many other cultures where such symbols might be considered taboo or offensive. For visitors to Bhutan, the ubiquity of phallus symbols can be initially shocking. However, understanding the cultural context helps to appreciate the deeper meaning behind this practice. It's not about crudeness or vulgarity. Rather, it's a celebration of life, fertility, and protection against negative forces. The phallus worship tradition in Bhutan also highlights the country's ability to maintain ancient customs while embracing modernity. Despite global influences and changing social norms, this practice remains an integral part of Bhutanese culture, particularly in rural areas. It serves as a reminder of the country's unique identity and its commitment to preserving traditional values. How sexual freedom shapes society. Bhutan's open attitudes towards sexuality raise an intriguing question. Can sexual freedom contribute to a nation's happiness? As we explore Bhutan's approach to relationships and gender roles, we'll uncover surprising connections between bedroom politics and societal well-being. In Bhutan, the impact of sexual freedom extends far beyond personal relationships. It permeates various aspects of society, influencing work environments, educational systems, and social interactions. This unique approach to sexuality and gender roles is deeply intertwined with Bhutan's overall focus on happiness and well-being. One of the most striking aspects of Bhutan's sexual freedom is its effect on social structures. The country's open attitudes towards relationships and gender roles foster a sense of equality and mutual respect between men and women. This equality translates into various spheres of life, including the workplace and education. Women in Bhutan enjoy strong legal protections, with even minor physical abuse potentially leading to severe consequences for husbands. This commitment to female autonomy creates a society where women feel empowered to pursue their goals and aspirations. The acceptance of diverse relationship structures in Bhutan contributes to a unique social dynamic. The flexibility in personal relationships allows individuals to form connections that suit their needs and desires, potentially leading to greater personal satisfaction. This freedom from rigid societal expectations may contribute to lower stress levels and improved mental health, key components of Bhutan's focus on overall happiness. Bhutan's approach to sexuality also influences its crime rates and social harmony. The openness and acceptance of various forms of relationships and sexual expression may reduce the stigma and repression often associated with sexuality in more conservative societies. This cultural acceptance could contribute to Bhutan's notably low crime rates, as there's less need for secretive or illicit behavior related to sexual desires. However, it's important to note that Bhutan's sexual freedom exists within a framework of traditional values and Buddhist principles. This unique blend of progressive attitudes and cultural heritage creates a balanced approach to sexuality that respects both personal freedom and societal norms. The challenge lies in maintaining this balance as Bhutan continues to modernize and face external influences. Comparing Bhutan's approach to sexual freedom with other cultures provides fascinating insights. While many Western societies pride themselves on sexual liberation, they often still struggle with issues of gender equality, sexual harassment, and the commodification of sex. Bhutan's model suggests that true sexual freedom involves not just personal choices, but also societal structures that support equality, respect, and open communication about sexuality. The Bhutanese approach prompts us to reflect on our own societal norms. How might our communities benefit from a more open and accepting attitude towards diverse relationship structures? Could a balanced approach to sexuality, one that respects both personal freedom and cultural values, contribute to greater societal happiness? Despite its apparent benefits, Bhutan's system is not without challenges. As the country becomes more connected to the global community, it faces the tension between maintaining its traditional values and adapting to modern influences. This balancing act could potentially affect the dynamics of sexual freedom and personal relationships in the future. Lessons from Bhutan. Bhutan's commitment to holistic well-being extends far beyond its approach to sexuality. What if the secret to happiness lies not in material wealth, but in a radically different measure of success? Imagine a country where 93% of people consider themselves happy, despite an average annual income of just $1,400. This is the reality in Bhutan, a nation that has captured global attention with its unique approach to societal progress. At the heart of Bhutan's philosophy is the concept of gross national happiness, GNH, a revolutionary metric that prioritizes the well-being of its citizens over economic growth. This isn't just a catchy slogan, it's a guiding principle that shapes government policies and influences daily life in profound ways. Bhutan has even established a Department of Happiness, led by a minister whose job is to help citizens find satisfaction in their lives. The Bhutanese lifestyle is characterized by simplicity and contentment. Many people engage in leisurely activities such as drinking tea, meditating, and gathering vegetables rather than pursuing material wealth. This focus on simple pleasures and community connection contributes significantly to the overall happiness of the population. Bhutan's commitment to environmental conservation is another key factor in its pursuit of national happiness. The country has implemented strict policies to protect its natural resources, including a ban on chemical fertilizers and a dedication to maintaining at least 60% of its land as forest. This emphasis on preserving the environment not only contributes to the physical health of citizens, but also fosters a deep connection with nature that many find spiritually fulfilling. The country's approach to development is equally unique. Bhutan only allowed television in 1999, reflecting a cautious approach to modernization. Even today, many locals remain indifferent to technological advancements that are commonplace in other countries. This selective adoption of modern conveniences allows Bhutan to maintain its cultural identity while still benefiting from certain aspects of progress. Bhutan's strict regulations on smoking and the sale of tobacco products showcase its commitment to public health. By prioritizing the well-being of its citizens over potential economic gains from the tobacco industry, Bhutan demonstrates how government policies can directly impact quality of life. The absence of fast food chains and online banking in Bhutan might seem inconvenient to outsiders, but it aligns with the country's focus on preserving cultural identity and prioritizing direct social interactions. This approach challenges the notion that convenience and consumerism are necessary components of a happy society. Bhutan's philosophy suggests that true happiness can be found in simplicity and community rather than through material wealth. This perspective prompts us to consider how these values might be applied in our own lives and societies. Could prioritizing community connections, environmental conservation, and personal well-being over economic growth lead to greater happiness in other parts of the world? While Bhutan's approach may not be directly transferable to every society, it offers valuable lessons about alternative paths to national well-being. The country's focus on GNH encourages us to reconsider our own definitions of success and progress. Perhaps by shifting our focus from GDP to measures of actual human happiness, we could create societies that are not just wealthier, but truly more fulfilled. As we reflect on Bhutan's unique approach to national happiness, it's worth considering how elements of this philosophy could be incorporated into our own lives and communities. Could we benefit from simplifying our lifestyles, strengthening our connections with nature and each other, or being more selective about which modern conveniences we embrace? Bhutan's example challenges us to think critically about what truly contributes to our well-being and happiness.